Do you hear the people in the background?
Little bit. It's like noisy, buzzy noise.
All right, what's up, traders? We're back for another Asia session. I'm just gonna go close the door if we do hear in the background.
You on mute.
All right, let's get started here. Thanks for telling me, Deepa. Yeah, so we had a super bearish day today on gold. We called some buys this morning, but that didn't go, the way we wanted it to. I did take some sells also on one of my personal accounts, which, it was more of a risky move, so I didn't call it, but it did end up going for 300, 400 pips. But yeah, it was really nice sells today. And as you can see, we are selling off, but you have to remember that, if you go on the higher time frame, such as the weekly, you have to remember that we are still in a bullish trend. So, this is a really nice correction. But at the end of the day, you have to remember, on a higher time frame, macro scale, we're still bullish. So if I scale down to my daily over here and I take this fib over here, you can see that we had a really nice reaction off the 61 over here. You have your daily MA that's sliding through also. But if you go on to the H4, it's really bearish structure for now. I do like this H4 close over here. And, the dailies hasn't made a bottom wick yet. So let's see what Asia is going to give us. Just going to mark up my levels here. So I'm really keeping in mind this daily MA here. Like, even if we have, room to go further down, I know that there's going to be, you have to expect turbulence over here just because of this daily MA over here. And, 2950 is a psychological level as well. So, it's not going to break down easily, except if we have some fundamental event or something. But yeah, from the higher time frame scale, I only have this fib for now. And if I scale down to the H4, I have this bearish fib here, which, is if you were to enter at this retracement here, it's in profit right now. So, if this were to come down, it can possibly come down over here to 27 TP, or you have this confluence of the 61 and the 88. So yeah, these would be my fibs for now. We're still playing in we're still pretty bearish right now, so I don't have much going on that side for now. I would wait for a retracement until here. This is a nice zone. You have like 338s over here, so there might be some turbulence over here, and we have this over here also. Obviously, the big 23 and 61.8. So, here we have a daily H4 MA above. We have these three levels also. So if we do a retrace over here, there's going to be some kind of reaction for sure. Deepa, did you catch any trades today?
Yeah, I got over 200 pips today.
Nice. Oh yeah, you caught the buys, eh? The sells,
Yeah, I got 3 buys and 1 sell.
Let me check that out. Okay, yeah, you caught 50 pips there, and then you had some this morning too. Nice, really nice. So you passed the challenge? Oh, this was the demo, huh?
Yeah, the demo one I've passed. Yeah.
Nice. Keep going.
Thank you.
So yeah, just gotta wait over here. It's gonna be a little shorter stream today until 9 p.m. I got stuck at the office here. Didn't really notice the time, but let's see if we can get some volume to kick in here. If we can retrace, like I said, until here, which is about 500 pips. Kind of unlikely, but let's see what happens. Can I buy all the way until there? I don't really have any confirms in the lower time frame. We do have a structure shift over here, but then again, this is a really, really tiny structure, so just got to be patient and see.
So I was reading the news a little bit, and it pretty much said the Trump is crushing the market by 20%, right?
Yeah.
And as per gold, what does it really mean? Like, he was saying something like, he's stealing from the poor, from the rich and giving it to the poor. So that means the farmer has to everything has the price goes down a little bit.
So you want to know how does that impact gold?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
think mostly what's going on right now with gold is mostly because of tariffs and everything. The stock market is taking a shit and everything. So I think it has to do more with that. I didn't see exactly what he saw. I know he had talks this morning about the China. I don't know if you saw that. That had a really big impact also. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in gold right now. But I'd say the major reason why it's retracing is probably the investors that are taking profits at highs. There's money that's being taken out of the market right now. So I'd say it's mostly just from a take profit standpoint, money coming out of the market.
It's basically say it was a coin and people start selling them, so that causes how they say the whale dumping in the market. Basically, it's like that.
Sorry, say it again.
How they say for crypto or anything, when people start that had a very big amount of coins or something, and then they start dumping into the market, the whales in the market.
Yeah. We're dumping whales into the market?
That's what it's called now. When you have really big people that has a really big amount of coins or something, right?
Yeah, whales. Yeah, whales is whales is the people. I've heard of that term before. Whales. Whales is the people that invest. No, the big amount. Yeah, large investors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's up with them?
So that's what is pretty much happening, right? As for gold, that's what I meant. Because investors, like you said, investors are taking profit. That's what is causing the crash.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, they're taking every time you go to record highs. There's at some point they take profits. So yeah, that's what explaining why gold is coming down. That's part of why it's coming down. But the second reason is that DXY is shooting up also. So when dollar is doing good, then gold the last 2 days dollar's been going up a bit. So that's why gold has been coming down. So both are kind of opposite to each other. But mostly I'd say it's just because of the tariffs and everything. A lot of investors are just taking profits at highs. So
I see. Thank you.
yeah, that's just a technical standpoint, to be honest. When you look at whenever a high is taken out, let's say for example over here, we had a really, really bullish run over here. You see, even when we broke the high over here, it still kept going up, right? But when the market is normal, whenever it breaks the high, there's some amount of money that comes out. For me, this is a normal gold. You see over here, the high is taken out, we came down. The high got taken out here, we went up, and then we came down. Like whenever a high gets taken out, like you have a retracement phase in the market. You see high over here got taken out. We had a big retracement. So for me, like this is normal price action on gold. Whatever was happening, like here, like here, this is way too bullish. Like for sure, it's gonna come correct over here.
So you think we're still gonna go more up?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna go up, but there's gonna be corrective phases for sure. Like I obviously this is a strong low on the weekly, but if really we have a big fundamental event where gold has to come down, like it can still come down here and break this low and still respect on the higher time frame. Because if you're looking at the highs and the lows, like this would be your last low, right? And if you took it all the way until here, like it didn't even tap the 38, right? Like, this is a really small retracement, so
Yeah.
you can bring it all the way up until here, and you can see that it hasn't tapped the 38 yet. But I don't think gold is fundamentally that bearish right now, to be honest. It's not bearish at all. It's mostly just profit taking stuff. So I expect this fib over here to hold somewhere, at least make its way back up until the these highs over here, the resistance over here. You have your 23 also. It's just about finding some ground over here, some support, and then it's gonna make its way back up. We have the daily MA here, which obviously is super powerful. Like you see every time, if one bursts, then I'm pretty confident that the other one is gonna hold. You see, like every time it bursted, like you see over here, the green one held always. So I think it's been a while that it hasn't crossed over both, like September, like it was in September last time. So yeah, it's been a while. I don't expect it to cross everything for now. So yeah, we formed a really nice. I really like this H4 close over here. It was not at a high volume time, but it's a nice closure here, which shows that we can possibly range a bit and then go up, retrace a bit. But we haven't formed the daily wick yet to the downside. Let's see if we have any economic data tomorrow. No, we don't have much tomorrow. So on Thursday we have CPI. Obviously, CPI is a really big news. We have UNEMP also, unemployment claims. This Thursday is going to be a pretty volatile day. And Friday, we have PPI prelim. So yeah, before that, there's not much. Hi, Carlos. Bye. Not for now, but there's no structure to take a buy right now, right? But I'd be waiting for it to come up at least until like the 38 or the 23 over here. So what I want to see is that, if we form some kind of structure for buys, I'll take them. If not, then I'll wait patiently over here somewhere to take sells. What I want to see I want to see it come down here, like right off the bat, rip down, and really I want this daily MA to form, like really hold it, I want it to create some kind of support over here. But I want this daily MA to tap, I want this daily candle to tap the daily MA. See what happens.
Trades in a row. Managed to lose 7 trades in a row, but lose 7.
Hey, do you hear that? What I'm doing?
Yeah, I think he was here. I thought it was here.
Shit, I was editing the reel. But yeah, gold price action is really nice. We're just waiting mostly, for the dust to settle. Like these are really like, you know, if you know how to trade these moves like this, is like you're a really good trader, because a lot of people are getting killed out here on gold.
It's still cold for you guys?
Yeah, it's kind of windy out here, so yeah.
Mm.
Is Banks in the house? Calma, bro. Stress, bro? Non, non, j'entends, il n'y a rien qui donne.
Y'a rien?
Mais yeah, it is kind of.
T'as acheté dedans, non?
Yeah, mais il n'y a rien qui donne. J'attends que ça fly un peu. J'attends que ça fly ideally à cette area ici.
Oublie ça.
Il n'y a rien qui donne. Non.
Je sais pas si ça va.
Steve, bro. Yeah, it is kind of cold outside. It's like 4 or 5 degrees, but in the house, in the office, it's pretty cold. So I stay comfy. Yeah, see if we can get some nice volume. But I know that tomorrow, I feel like, you know, there's going to be a nice trade tomorrow. What I want to see really is, I really want to see it make a bottom wick over here. Because if we fly up with a wick like this, then, you know, 80% arm sells. Like, you can't have a wick like this. Like, it's going to come down to make a steeper wick for sure. What can we catch for this session? Let's see. For this session, I would have like this small intraday fib over here. So you see we have some kind of confluence here at the 50. Possibly I would take this fib from the high here maybe. Yeah, I think this fib is okay. So we have this confluence over here, 50-50. You know, maybe we can catch these sells. It's about 250 pips here. Small intraday trade, you know, to go catch, to make a steeper wick. So maybe it can come up here to the 50, another 50 here, and then we can look to catch an intraday move until here. Session move, I mean. So I would target this level here. If not lower, I'd possibly, you know, put my stops to break even here and target here. Like I said, the only thing that annoys me is the daily MA, to be honest. It's above the TP over here. So that's why I would rather, if I'm entering over here, I would rather target this or this over here. I know that, you know, it possibly, if I'm targeting this, it can come here, bounce, come back to my entry, you know, range a bit, and I don't want that. So yeah, I'll be waiting patiently for price to come until here. We have some nice volume coming here, 80 pips in this candle over here, which is about to close in 5 minutes. So if we do retrace here, like I said, I'm going to wait for some kind of confirm. I won't snipe it right off the bat. Do we have any MA here? We don't have any MA here. So yeah. There is some confluence here also with the 38 and the 88, but this is a really, really steep pullback, honestly. So yeah, I would want something shorter, maybe something here, you know. Let's see. I'll be back. Just gonna get my charger. Phone's about to die. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Pushing up here, real nice volume here. Maybe we can get some buys in the pullback also. You know, we are breaking above a 30 resistance over here. So, you know, if for those who went impulse entry, you're already in slight profit here. Let's see if I took this fib over here and I targeted this 61.8. Let's see if we can get something here. I don't really have any confluence. That's the thing. Let's see. And it's not a guarantee either that it's going to go here, you know. So I think it's better that I just wait maybe for this level here. But let's see. I'm going to keep this fib here for now. You don't hear the background, huh? Or do you?
No, just the music.
These guys, oh, you hear the music? Okay, this music. These guys are so loud, bro.
No, I can't really hear them.
They're going crazy. They're playing Diljit, praying for the wedding. In 20 days, a little less than 20 days, we'll be out of the country, so we'll be streaming possibly New York time. But we'll tell you guys in advance. This is probably going to retrace over here because probably to come retest a bit over here. And this is either going to show if it's going to be a fake out here or it's going to go for a continuation up because it's tapped the 38, which means, you know, if we have some kind of rejection, you know, we can make our way down. But if it wants to go up to the 50, then it should be a really short pullback or a short reaction over here to go up. Let's see. There you go. So you're having a bit of a retest over here. If you look in the higher time frame, we're gonna come retest this resistance that we broke over here. It should come retest at least. Hey, I'm on the stream, brother. Nathan Prabhu is in the house. Yeah, about that, bike.
Yo, my God.
You're on my side this time. Your streamer's side.
Yeah!
Yeah, abusez pas. RCG side.
Shout out to my people.
Yo, je vais faire mon stream ici, bro. Je vais faire mon stream ici. So, guys, yo, vas-y, let's go.
Yeah, what are we seeing here on gold?
Yo,
Hypothesis, what are you seeing on gold?
we're going to 5,000.
What are you seeing on gold?
We're going to 5,000. Yo, imagine
Because tomorrow, China and Russia are going to war.
Say word. Say word.
Shout out to the 4 people coming here to see the stream.
Mark tes ondes, puis là, là-dessus, moi.
Je viens là, papa? Ouais. Vas-y, commence, je m'en vais.
No. Only needed. Only when needed. Yes, to.
Non, pratique, I'll let you.
Vas-y.
Thursday, pull up on my stream Thursday. We're gonna do a brotherhood stream.
Film.
Feel me? Who's here?
Deepa's in the house.
Shout out to Deepa. Loyalty over everything. Huh?
Loyal student, you feel me?
I like that.
I learned it from you guys. Chili's always there.
We just we're just fooling around, but he's serious.
Yeah, just waiting here. We had a really, really short retracement. This is really what I expected. Like I said, if it really wants to keep shooting up and not reject 38, we shouldn't see too steep of a pullback over here. It's really gonna, if we really come down all the way until the 78 or the 88, and then we make our way up to the 50, it would surprise me, to be honest. So yeah, market is showing that it doesn't really want the 38. It's probably going to go for the 50 here. And it's possible that, like when I wake up tomorrow morning that we're trading here or something. But, I really don't like this bottom wick here. I don't know why. It's just I don't like this bottom wick over here. If you look at all of the ones that went up, you see that at least they made a steeper wick. If you look at this over here, that made a super tiny wick and then it went up, it did go up a lot, yes, but you see over here it came down just to make a steeper wick kind of over here to grab more liquidity, right? So if we were to shoot up with this small wick over here, yes, we can shoot up and go up here or whatever, but I feel like it's going to come down again, make a double bottom, a steeper wick over here, and then it's going to go up. Except if we come down as something like this, we make a steeper wick. I'd like for it to wick fill at least 50% of this previous wick and then shoot up if it wants to go up. See, same thing over here. It made a steeper wick down and we went up, made a steeper wick over here, made an okay wick over here. This is a super tiny wick right now. Barely a wick. Yeah, anyways, let's see what happens. pushing up.
I had a question, right? Say
Go.
if I want to put a buy limit, why
Yeah.
sometimes, like, doesn't it let me place it? So
It doesn't let
say price is, sorry, go ahead.
let's say you want to put your buy limit above where the price is right now. So let's say the price is at 2992, right? You can't place a buy limit at 2995. A buy limit is always below the price. If you want it to activate like above, like let's say you want it to activate here where price is not here yet, it's a buy stop.
Oh, okay, that makes so much sense. Okay.
Buy limit is only like if you're entering on a retracement, like either here or something, you can place a limit. But if you're entering impulsively at the top, it's a buy stop.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. The kirtan is going crazy. I'm gonna go join them in about 15 minutes. You can't hear it?
Yeah, now it's loud. But
Weird?
anyway, I'm gonna go because it's like exam seasons. So
Yeah.
I got exams until the end of this month. So yeah.
Karen, good luck for the exams.
All right. Thank you. Haribo. Bye.
All right, bye. You guys are going crazy in the background. Big kirtan night. All right, gonna be staying here for this 15-minute candle, see what happens. But like I said, we're gonna be sending updates in the Discord tonight. Looking at these levels over here for a retracement, and then looking to maybe sell off until here. Go make a steeper bottom wick. And then, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because if you guys look at the daily MA, like I said, we do have a daily MA over here. So if we're trying to go down lower, you have to expect some kind of turbulence over here. You have this, you have this level over here, kind of a break and retest, a resistance that never got tapped. A lot of traffic over here. So, it might play around a bit over here, and then it could make its way up after. You have to remember, on the higher time frame, we are bullish. Like, no matter what's happening on lower time frames, on the higher time frame, from a macro scale, we're still bullish. Let's see if we can retrace here with this 15. Did you take any trades today? Yeah, I took some buys, which hit stop loss for 40 pips, and I took some sells, which ran for about 300 pips. You have a different background today. Yeah, I'm at the office. Like I said, I got stuck over here. I didn't even see the time. Just working, didn't see the time. When are you guys going to Dubai? We're going to Dubai in about 2 weeks. So like I said, we're gonna be streaming from there and everything. Really liking price action on gold, to be honest, since the beginning of the year for sure. These are the times that you want to be trading for sure. And whether it's like stocks or Forex, like you just like to see volume in the market, right? No one wants to see dead volume in the market. What do you think about the crash on the stocks? I think it's a good time. Whenever stocks go down, you know what to do. I'm not giving financial advice, but some stocks, when they go at a discounted price, then every recession and all those downtrends, they've always had a pullback. So, Hare Krishna, are we trading longs or shorts? Hare Krishna, Arav, we're just waiting. This area over here at 3,000 psychological level, we have are both 50s over here, 50 Fibonacci. So I really like this area of interest over here to take sells. What I was wondering is that can I maybe catch buys, longs until here? But I realized that it's not a guarantee that it has to go here. Like it can reject here also because we are trading at 38 also. So what I want to see here is I want to see kind of a small retest over here. If I get a confirm in the next 8 minutes, then I'm going to be taking buys until here. If I get a nice bullish confirm. If not, in the next 8 minutes, then we're going to be calling it in the Discord. We're having a kirtan night, so I got to keep the stream a little short today. Arv, I like that you're learning how to trade, bro. Longs or shorts, that's good. Trading words. Pushing down here. If the next 5, we wick down and I get a really nice 5 close, I might just take buys, to be honest. All right, getting a nice retracement over here. Obviously, like I told you guys, it's going to come to retest over here. Now it's just to see that are we going to fake out over here or are we going to push up? What I want to see is this next 5 give us a nice bullish candle. If this next 5 gives us a nice bullish candle, I'm going to take some low risk longs over here, expecting that this over here was just a retest. But now it's looking more like, we're possibly going to make our way down here. Yeah, it's looking like I don't know. Let's see how this 15 closes over here. Let's see if we get a nice 5 bullish, but wow, we're shooting down big time here. This could have been nice sells over here, but I want to wait for the 15 to close, see how we close here. Wow. A lot of volume here. What is this? This is 2986. Stop loss would have been here, so 40 pip stops. Not bad, to be honest. Entry was here. That's about like 80 pips, 80 pip scalp. It's not bad. Let's see what happens here. If this 5 closes really nice right before ending the stream, I'm gonna take buys over here. If we get a nice bullish closure here, I'm gonna take buys targeting this area over here. But I have to wait to see if we get a nice 5 closure here. We have this H4MA holding here as well. Let's see if we can push up. I would need a really nice 5 close unless I'm gonna forget it. Two minutes left. See if we can flip here, get some nice closure here on the 5. It's looking like it wants to go down more. Yeah, it's just looking super bearish right now. Yeah, I doubt that we get a 1 minute bullish closure here. There's about a minute left here, so let's see. Oh, how's this 5 closing? Nah, it's gonna close bearish here. Can we get a flip maybe? 10 seconds? Some nice volume here. Nah, it's looking like it's gonna close like this. So this is not enough confirms for me. I'm gonna be monitoring this area here though. Like if we get a nice bullish confirm here without, breaking structure, this micro structure over here, then, I might be looking to take longs to go up until here, which I'm going to be calling in the Discord if there is anything. If not, then, we're possibly just going to make our way down here. But look out in this area. If you get a really nice double bottom or, a nice bullish close, then you can look to target the next area here, which is the 50. You know, it's about 140 pip range, so it's a really nice range. Also, H4 closed bullish, so you know it can make its way up for sure. So if this next 5 closes strong bullish, you know it's good buys. We'll be calling that in the Discord. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.